It is a revolving door for some undocumented immigrants who are deported but return to West Michigan over and over again. But now, those who enforce immigration laws in our country say they are focusing on those repeat offenders.
Target 8 investigator Coco McAvoy is finding out that the feds are sticking to that plan here in Michigan, deporting more undocumented criminals, even as they remove fewer overall.
We crunched the numbers and found that in 2008, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, deported 8,000 people in Michigan and Ohio. 27% of them were criminals. Now compare that to last year, when 73% of those deported had criminal records. We sat down with the family, who agreed to share their story if we concealed their identity. Christina's holding on to memories of her son Alejandro, and she can recite the date and details of each photo as easily as she can tell you her own name. Juan and Christina came to the U.S. from Mexico more than a decade ago to raise Alejandro. He was just 7 years old at the time.
I thought it was a good place to bring my sons and raise them. They studied and learned English, and I learned a little English too.
A bright kid, an honor roll student, and star athlete.
He was graduated from high school here. Then he was training kids for the football, soccer. And he's a really good football, soccer player.
But then Alejandro found trouble.
The priority in immigration involves, again, the most serious offenders.
West Michigan U.S. Attorney Pat Miles wouldn't comment on Alejandro's case, but stressed the feds target criminals.
The common myth is that ICE is just going into neighborhoods randomly, searching for undocumented aliens and asking people for their papers just on a random basis. It is not at all their practice.
At 19, Alejandro was arrested on a fraud charge related to a Social Security number. He was deported to Mexico, where his family says he has no connections. He didn't know anything there because he came here when he was 7 years old. He did everything here, studied and grew up, everything. After his first removal, Alejandro was deported 2 more times, once trying to cross the border into the U.S., and a 3rd time when he was arrested for resisting police. Still, a federal source told Target 8 Alejandro was not public enemy number 1. All his little brother Jaime knows is he woke up one day and Alejandro was gone.
In some days, he got deported and I woke up and I was like, where's my brother? And then it felt bad to hear that he wasn't here, and I was scared. I was confused.
Now Alejandro's family fears for his safety.
The only thing you can do is to pray, closing your eyes and pray and pray and pray and crossing your fingers. It's really, really sad.
But then hope, as Juan says his son got accepted by some colleges.
He was right there, and I called him, hey, look, my son, here there's some letters, they accept you. Come back to go to the school. He says, no, now he's afraid.
Photos scattered across the table tell the family story best. Just pieces of their lives that started with hopes of living the American dream. Now incomplete. While the U.S. Attorney wouldn't comment on a specific case, ICE did send Target 8 a statement saying Alejandro met their priorities for removal. You can find a full statement as well as the ICE memo that fully explains its priorities at woodtv.com. I'm Coco McAvoy, back to you.